Hello everyone, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Yes, Chocolo here for a live video review. It's a Romanian special this time. Yes, those of you probably saw, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago maybe, I did a snack surprise box opening and it was, this month was Romania basically, yeah, so there we go, there's a little the blurb that I got with it. Yeah, so basically we're reviewing these products. Yes, there's quite a few. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with Snack Surprise by the way, I just subscribe to them and obviously it's a good thing for the channel to, well, I guess to do a bit of an unboxing with it, so it's quite interesting. But I thought I'd just give you a bit of a description of what they do. I feel like I'm advertising them really. I'm not at all. But there we go. You know, hopefully one day they'll give me loads of money, but I doubt it. But yeah, but basically, yeah, you get sort of different size boxes, and one box is this sort of size, then the other box is that size, and then one of them has those pages plus this one as well. So I get the medium one basically. So we're just going to go through a few of those, but the more interesting ones maybe. There's quite a, you know, well, there's a lot of them. This box worth of treats, so we'll go through those. Also, I've got the last of the cream egg challenge I'm going to do. This is the last cream egg I've got. So you never know, save the best to last. Well, basically, if you get a half white, half milk cream egg, you could win up to £10,000. So we've been trying it for the past 3 months, I think, something like that. 2 eggs a week, pretty much, on all the live videos, and we've not won anything. So the odds are against it, but you never know. You can never know. This last one could be the one. You never know. But no matter luck, it would be the one, and then it would just be a £5, I don't know, gift voucher for cream eggs or something like that. But there we go. Better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, so anything else to go? Oh yes, but before I forget, so there was no video yesterday. I wanted to do one yesterday, but long story short is, I don't know if you saw the member update a few days back, where I said I'm going to try doing, you know, sort of, I wouldn't say advanced techniques, but I'm going to try, you know, editing my videos a bit differently. So I've added like a bit of a start, sort of a little montage bit at the start of the video, and I've abruptly ended the video so it comes up with the, well, not abruptly ended it, but I've ended it so it comes up with the sort of like the different playlists available right at sort of the end, just where the summary is. And I've also incorporated jump cuts as well, so I've been quite severe. But it took about 5 hours basically. Now there are some things you can get to do this automatically for you, but obviously whether the intelligence is the same, whether I still have to go through it or not, I'm going to look into those as well. This, that, and the other. Oh, hi there, Rick. How are you doing? Summoned by the egg, I guess. Yes, summoned by the egg. Did the egg summon you? I guess. Hope you're doing okay, Rick. Good to see you, by the way. Yeah, hope you're doing all right. How's things where you are? It's I guess it's the middle of the night where you are, but it's nice and sunny and well, relatively warm outside here, so it's not too bad actually, not too bad. I hope you're doing all right, Rick. Yeah, great to see you, great to see you. Yes, the parcel will be out for this week, I think, by the way. I'm going to post it this week. Yeah, I can smell it from there, yes. I know cream eggs have that effect on you. Yeah, I do know they have that. Oh, one of those, isn't it? One of those. But yeah, no, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad, thank you. Yeah, very, I don't know. It's been a bit of a long week this week. And also yesterday, all the editing and stuff. It was a bit of a hectic one. But one of those. Yeah, it's been a bit of a long week. But as I say, 5 hours editing yesterday. But it's one of them. It's going to take a bit of, as I say, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do them all the time. But there we go. Yeah, there we are. So it's one of them. Oh yes, so no worries at all. No worries at all. Yeah, no worries at all. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. Oh yeah, so I've got another one coming on tomorrow. Basically, what I'm going to do is start. I've just mentioned it before, so I'll just briefly go over it again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically have all the sort of editing tricks I was going to do starting from tomorrow. So we'll see. I don't know whether I can keep it up all the time, but we'll see how it goes. You never know. You never know. We'll see. So got a big box worth of stuff here. So, crikey. Well, there are some crisps at the top. Might do those later because I think the crisps, well, will kind of affect the palate, won't they? So I've got to do them last, I think. If people talk about that, really, I don't know. It's one of those. I did consider it, but it's one of those. I don't know. Maybe I might at some point. I might try and do it. But I don't know. I don't know what we do. Just talk about stuff. Maybe we could do like a little podcast, little chat or something about the state of chocolate. But I don't know how much mileage there is in that. You know, maybe we could do it as a one-off. I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. Maybe I'll try and think about something like that. Could be quite interesting. But I don't know. Yeah, we'd have to sort of think about what we talk about and how we do it and stuff like that. So yeah, interesting one to think about. There might be something to consider. Yeah, might be something to consider. So I don't know where to start with all this Romanian stuff. We've got quite a lot of things to do. So you can hear the rustling Rustling and bustling, is that? I don't know if that's a phrase, but it is now. So we've got loads of stuff going on, but some of them are sort of crisps and things. So I think what we'll start with. What should we start with? I don't know. How are these? Yeah. Yeah, boosted over channels once or twice. Well, the thing is, I do. Well, yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's one of those. Yeah, might be an idea to do actually. It might be an idea to do. It could be a bit interesting as well. So I might have a see about that. I need to get back on Instagram a bit more really, because the problem. That's kind of a bit more of a, I guess you would say, a bit of a networky thing. And I did for quite some time, but I find it very difficult. The problem I have with the channel, I've mentioned it before, is the admin side, and sort of Instagram feels like admin a lot of the time, because you have to post a photo, then put all the tags in and things, and I really struggle with that. I don't know why it is. It's just doing. I can edit a video for about 3 or 4 hours, and obviously, it's still 3 or 4 hours of editing. But the 5 or 10 minutes it takes to upload a photo and things, I really struggle with it. I don't know what it is. I just really find it so like, it's just doing all the tags and stuff, you know what I mean? And, well, sometimes it takes, like this morning, I thought, right, before I review these things, I've already reviewed them. I'll do a video of it and I'll post it as a short later on, and I did it, but it took about half an hour I don't know, felt like half an hour, about 15 minutes just to sort of get the right, I had to keep recording it all the time, and, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, digressing a bit there, but yeah, just it's just something I really dislike it. Don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. All right, so the first we're going to do, so this sort of gingerbread ball things. They're quite hard. These, they're quite hard. Let's see what the actual description of these is, because obviously it's in Romanian. Let's have a look. Romanian. Yes, here we go. So we got. Let's try what these are like. The classic favourite from the beloved brand, Grand Doceria, so big sweet, I guess. You'll love these gingerbread flavoured treats. So it looks a bit like a Christmas product. We did only get it, I think this month, so it's one of those. Yes, you may Count Dracula. Possibly, yeah, honest to God. Well, I think good disguise if it is. Good disguise if it is. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, DV. Right, okay, right. So, I've got the old other camera down here as well. I think it seems to work better than basically moving the camera around. So we might try that this time. Okay, yeah, so there we go. I don't think there's much. You can't really see. Let's just remove that a bit. Did that back in the old days when I first started doing these live reviews, but it seemed to work quite well when I incorporated it last week again. You can see some calories here and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's per 100 grams for the whole thing. I think for 100 grams it's 373 calories, 6.9 grams of fat, 2.7 of which are saturates. So yeah, so I don't think there's much point moving down to open these. Maybe there is, I don't know. I'll do it anyway, we'll see. But there you go. Right. So you can see at the same time now as I open them. Do 2 things at once. Romanian known for, well, you think you've hit the nail on the head with the Count Dracula, of course, Transylvanian things. They've got like a ridiculously big. There's a few things in here actually, but although they do obviously put Dracula's castle on the back as a maze. Well, I think it's more recipes and stuff in here actually. They've got like a massive, ridiculously big. I think they got the biggest like underground. What's it? Something like that. I know. A ridiculously big underground tunnel or something, I'm not sure, something like that. I seem to remember on Top Gear they were driving down it once. I think they got a ridiculously big sort of palace as well that I think basically a authoritarian dictator had back 20 years ago or so. It's ridiculously big. It still exists. So I'm not sure what else. There will be a few. Simona Halep as well, the female tennis player, and possibly something else. Well, they had a big good football team back in the 90s as well, early 2000s. Yes, but I must admit it's one of those. It's a bit difficult because we've been speaking English. You do get a lot of English culture, don't you, and American culture. So you kind of, it's difficult to sort of, it's one of those, and you do get overwhelmed with that kind of thing. Yeah. Well, there we go. So quite Quite hard, these things, has to be said. I don't know if it's should I will I blunt the knife when cutting them? Better the knife than my teeth, I guess. That's so we'll give it a bit of a measure first. Why we wouldn't be this channel without measuring it, would it? So here we go. Look at that. There we are. All right. Okay, there we go. About 4.6 centimeters there. And height 2.8. Width on this side about 3.8. There we go. Yes. Canada made the World Cup. Yes, I did hear about that. Although I think the teams that were playing weren't the best. But yes, even so, still good. Yeah, so we'll see how they do. Yeah, interesting that. And obviously, yeah, and Italy didn't make it though. Of all things. So Italy quite a big. I don't know how knowledge we are of football, but yeah. Keep inspiring on these. I know. Let's have a look. Can't see it. If that's a good or a bad sign. I don't know if there is one actually. There must be one somewhere, but it's certainly not obvious. I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's something there. Yeah, it's still in date. Still in date. It's got the old school style one. 22nd of July. There we go. So we should be okay, maybe. Let's give it a cut then. Let's see. I don't know if I can. I don't even know. In fact, I don't think I will cut it because I think that's just going to cause trouble. Then I just bite it and see. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, thanks for the moderation before, by the way. Yeah, just hide people, by the way. If ever someone's obviously just a pain, just hide them. Don't worry about deleting the message. Just hide them. It's easier. Saves you a bit of hassle. All right, so let's give this a taste. Oh, wow. It's actually quite soft when I bit into it, which I wasn't expecting. You can see there. Quite sort of bready, actually. Very interesting, this. Torta dulce gingerbread. Interesting. Gingerbread is quite hard normally. This one, it says it's quite hard on the outside. On the inside, it's just quite soft. It's very bizarre actually because it feels like it's quite hard on the inside. But when you chew it or bite it, very soft. Interesting. Very sort of basically a ginger biscuit, but quite soft. Nice sort of sugary outside as well. It's actually quite nice. Actually, it doesn't look anything dramatic, but actually pretty good. Feels like it is a bit of a Christmas one. I mean, I don't really know if it is, but it does look a bit Christmassy, of course. But that's just could be my UK bias talking there with the colours and things. It might just be completely unrelated. But the green and red is usually Christmas colours in the UK, isn't it? Although, does it have? They do look a bit snowflakey, those, but maybe they're not. I don't know. It could just be one of those. But not too bad. Not too bad. Looks like a Dunkin' Munchkin. What's that? Sounds interesting. I've not heard of those before. It's like a bit of a Dunkin' Donut type thing. You can almost dunk. Yes, it was a quick second to moisten. Well, exactly. It might be quite good dunking in a hot drink. I think the Italians do that. I don't know, with muffins and stuff like that. They do dunk them in hot drinks in the teas, or at least in some places anyway. Well, at least someone I talked to did. Maybe it's just them. It's not bad actually. This, it's not too bad. I actually quite like it. I think it's a bit. It's quite dry, but like you said, you could easily dunk it. But it's not dry to put you off. It's just like biscuit dry. So if you have a biscuit, you can't really complain a biscuit's. But you could complain a biscuit's dry. But I think you'd be being a bit harsh. Dunkin' Donuts, mini donuts. Yeah, I thought it might have been. Yeah, interesting. I think that would be a good idea. That I think it is basically a kind of biscuit anyway. I would have said just a very soft one. I actually thought this was quite nice. Let's say quite gingerbready, but not overly so. Gingery rather. Quite nice. Just quite a nice taste actually. That nice ginger taste, but it's not too strong. Not like ginger nuts or anything in the UK. That UK biscuit. I actually thought that wasn't too bad. I think for me. I don't know, almost a 4, almost a 4. It's a bit like Leibkuchen in a way, but if you imagine more gingery rather than all the random, I don't know what, nutmeggy, cinnamony, I think Leibkuchen is. This is more gingery, so it's a bit like that, basically. I mean, for me, it's probably a 3.5 out of 5. That wasn't too bad. If it's covered in chocolate, I think we'd then be up to a 4 and 4.5 maybe, but maybe that's breaking tradition there. Yeah. Munchkins, okay. I've never been to Dunkin'. I know Scotty keeps talking about Dunkin' Donuts. I've still never been to it. you know, need to get there. Really, I've just never been there. Just wiping the plate, by the way. That's why I'm just looking down here. All these crumbs from the. Right. Okay. There we are. Right. Okay. Okay. There we go. Right. Ah, well, Dunkin' Donuts gets the name from Dunkin' Plain Donuts back in the day. Well, that's a good point, really. Yeah, I must admit, actually, yes. I guess it does. I guess the clue's in the name there, but I hadn't considered it, even though it is there. Interesting, that. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I've never dunked a donut, I must say. Maybe I should. In the UK, though, generally, well, we do have the ringed ones nowadays, but in the old days, well, they were more like that one, where they were sort of, you know, just with jam in the middle. Now you have custard and apple, and I must say they are nice donuts, those, where they're full with a sort of filling injected into it. All right, so let's have a look. So what should we? We've got lots of small. Let's try this one out. I think we've got one of these typical. We see some of these. There's like an Italian company that has them in the UK, I think. Must be like some. Yeah, I think you can imagine. You can pretty much tell what it is. It's kind of like a cake with a cream filling. Parents Dunkin' tea. That does sound pretty good. I love having a nice cup of tea. Actually, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you don't quite have a great one, but when you have a perfect cup of tea, I must say it's a lovely experience. Yeah, someone said the perfect cup of tea should have the same colour as He-Man, basically. Yeah, and I think it's probably about right, that. Yeah. Only plain ring ones, new ones if possible, yeah, with all the stuff. And you probably could, but it would be very messy. Yeah, and probably not that great if they've got all these fillings inside and stuff like that. But in the UK, generally donuts were basically a mound, a bit like those mini gingerbread things, but a bit big, about this big. And they have jam injected into them and all frosting on the outside. But they also come with custard now. I think apple as well, maybe chocolate as well, actually. And I like those ones. And donuts spelled slightly differently, like D-O-U-G-H. So I spell donuts that are ringed, D-O-N-U-T, the American, US, Canadian way. and then any that's like a big full thing with that's not ringed, I spell the other way. So I differentiate between them now like that. Just my own way of doing it. I don't think it's the official way, but there we go. All right, so that's Boston cream. See, I've not heard of that before. Is that a type? Interesting. Okay, let's give this there we go, so we can see. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll really lift it up here so we can see what can we see on this one. Anything interesting? Nothing too great. It's all in Romanian really, so I don't think I'm going to spend too long on this, but yeah, got a Spanish translation now. I do speak a bit of Spanish, but probably not specialising in biscuits. Yeah, so it's pastel sweet with 25% cream, like milk cream, 34% cacao glaze, I think that says. There we go. I have no idea what palm oil and things like that is, so there we are. Alright, there we go, yeah. Alright, how heavy is it? Does it say anywhere? Got some stuff there. Doesn't mean anything to me, unfortunately, but I could probably translate it, but I'm not too sure. Bavarian. Let's see. Where was that? Isn't that? Oh, there we go. Look, there's a UK description there. Look at that. No, I missed it completely. Now, Bavarian Donuts. I don't know what a Bavarian donut is. Maybe I donut. Yeah, knowledge is not as strong as I thought it was. Oh, obviously. Okay, yeah, sponge. There we go. Sponge. That's what I guess pastel is. Sponge topped with a cream cocoa glaze. Oh, there you go. I did say it pretty much right there. It does have palm oil, you can see there, so there's palm oil in there. There we go. Alright, okay, let's give it a bit of an open then, let's have a look into it. Yeah, you ever thought doing your own YouTube channel then, Rick, if you considered it? It's in theory it sounds very easy, and it can be quite easy until you then start to realise, oh, hang on a sec, unless I'm just, I don't know, TikToking, you know what I mean? There's actually a lot to it really. I would say it's quite difficult. You do need to sort of keep at it, it can be a bit much, but definitely doable, yeah, it's one of those where it's easy to do easy things, but then when you try and do other things it can get a bit complicated, it can be quite, difficult to keep up, I must say, but it's been around for decades. All right, it's a staple of every donut shop. Okay, maybe it's my donut. Well, I must say I don't normally go into donut place. I must say I know, like I say, Dunkin' Donuts. I've never even been in. I've been in Krispy Kreme, but I don't remember the flavours. So yeah, so all right, there we go. My donut knowledge has been shown up there. Oh well, can't be good at everything, that's, okay. The custard cream filling. Right, okay, yeah, right. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I think in the UK we just call them, they're just donuts basically. The jam donut, custard donut. Yeah. No YouTubing, right? I see, yeah. Well, what a lot of people do is just TikTok, isn't it, these days, and Snapchats, thing with bobs and all sorts. You know, some of them seem to put a lot of effort in. Some of them just seem to be just doing nothing. I don't quite, but people watch it. I don't know. But I must say they can be quite addictive. I guess that's it, isn't it? If you can find something that works and it's very simple, then why not? 8 centimeters in diameter there. I must say I was surprised. About 3.4. And what else? The height. About 2.1. Yeah, so surprised that lots of people did watch YouTube rather than regular TV nowadays. But I must admit, I tend to start doing that now. Just sort of, just to see things you enjoy, like factual stuff and things like this. It's just, I must admit, I've started doing that now these days. Yeah. E-bike advice. I say, is that your thing? Is it? I remember you saying about e-bikes actually a while ago. I do remember you mentioning it. Yeah. So why? So how come you got the special subject of e-bikes and donuts? What's the? There we go. So you can see it's scrunched up a bit where I chopped it. My knife isn't the sharpest. Not too bad. And I think it looks pretty much like it did on the wrapper actually. It's a bit more yellow. I don't think that's just the camera. I think. Let me look it up here. Not really yellow. Not too bad. Yeah, that's okay. It's putting there. It's everywhere. All right. Well, let's give this a taste. Looks quite an interesting one. This one, as I say, it's one of those where I wonder if it will taste. I don't know what's the word. A bit. What's that tiramisu? That's it's got that sort of oddity to the sponge, I guess. Smartphones might be the end of our civilization. Everyone's turned to zombies. Yeah, well, this is it. Yes, I know this is it. I mean, I must say it's it can be a bit. It's when people are together, isn't it? And they're just looking at the phones. I think that's the problem. I don't mind if you're doing it in your own time, but when you're with other people, I mean, you shouldn't just be all on your phones. No car, right? Okay. So do you do all these crazy ones with jet packs on them and stuff? Well, not jet packs, but like jet power and stuff like that. I think you might have mentioned that actually. Maybe you do. Okay, let's give this one a go. It does have the cream has a funny, not a funny smell to it, but a different smell. It's definitely, you can definitely smell it. Interesting. Not too bad. Quite cocoa-y, quite chocolatey actually. The sponge isn't. It's quite. There's quite a nice softness to it, and it's not moist, but it's not too dry. That's a bit funny. What does it taste like? Don't know. Interesting. The cream tastes a bit. Has a bit of an. I don't know how to describe it. But it has a bit of a funny. I've tasted it somewhere else, but it's in a really obscure. It tastes a bit eggy, to be honest with you. But without the actual taste of egg, if that makes sense. It has that sort of. I don't know. I would say like a bit of a kind of. I don't know. It feels a bit like it's got an uncooked taste to it, even though I think it's just cream, as I say. There's a bit of a funny, an odd taste to it. I'm not necessarily against, but it reminds me of like I don't know, Advocar or something like that. This is strange, even though it doesn't taste like it. Just reminds me of it. It's got. I don't know. There's some kind of subtle aftertaste there that is a bit of a funny one. Not necessarily bad. It's just a bit of a funny taste. Don't know. Not too sure about that one. It's quite nice, but it's, as I say, just a bit. There's something a bit not quite right about it. I think it's just me, and it's just stirred up strange memories of a not too great culinary experience. Perhaps I'm not sure. I don't know. It's okay. The cocoa's not bad. I think the sponge is pretty good. I think it's quite chocolatey actually. It's not as moist as it could be, but it is moist for a packeted cake product. I think it's the cream in the middle for me. It just has a bit of a funny taste and smell. Just something that's not quite agreed with me. But I think it would be just me that. I don't think everyone else will have that problem. I think it's okay. I think it's probably a 3 out of 5, that one. I think it's a 3 out of 5. It's all right. It's just a bit, I don't know. I think I would prefer it. I might have to move this bowl a bit closer. I prefer if it was just, the cream is just a bit different. It's just a bit of a funny taste for me, really, I think, is the gist of it. So, yeah. Alright, so I'll just clean this plate up, just get these crumbs off. Won't be a second. Yeah, so I've got a little bowl basically next to me with and a cloth as well. So just you know, obviously kind of a dirty plate. Got to clean the plate up. I'll be more cleaning today than I do ever really, but there we are. Okay, there we go. Roughly clean anyway, roughly clean. Okay. Alright, not too bad then. See, an interesting one. They remind me very much of those. I think Scotty mentioned the name of these cakes we have in from Italy. In the UK, I can't think what they're called now, but yeah, interesting one all the same. Alright, so I got a nice, this looks quite an interesting one. This, I wonder what that is, but it's just the box. just off the camera. So I got quite an interesting one here. So it looks very much like a wafer bar, this one. I'm quite interested in this actually. I quite like wafer and chocolate. I think this looks pretty interesting. Let's see what it actually says in the description. We've got one, which we should have. Let's have a look. I can find it. Look in the right place. I think that's it there. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, wafers, cocoa and peanuts. There we go. Crunchy cocoa and peanut wafers. Simple but truly delicious snack. Alright, well, we'll see about that. Plus, it does look quite simple, I must say. It does look quite basic. Someone's saying the snack surprise things. I do get the impression that they just sort of go to a country and look in a local supermarket and just grab a load of random stuff that looks reasonable. I don't really feel like I don't know. I mean, there's a bit of blurb there saying it's a classic and stuff like that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know how much research they do. You might ask a local perhaps or something, but I don't know. There's no way for like a coffee crisp. Well, as you say, you know, yeah, maybe that's another one that needed dunking. Like I think, like you mentioned. Well, Kit Kat, I guess. Well, that's a good point. Kit Kat Chunkies, yes. Alright, yes, I don't think there's much. Again, it's quite small, right? I don't know if it's worth going into detail about all this stuff. You can see, oh, there we go. Look, I quite like that layout, actually. That, the calorie information, I think that looks quite nice and colourful. 400 grams, 404 calories, 14 grams of fat, 16 of which are saturates. Possibly per bar, I think, I assume. 121 calories, 4 grams of fat, 1.8 of which are saturates. It's a 30 gram bar, so that probably does add up actually. Under a third, yeah. Alright, not bad. Kit Kats were longer years ago. It's funny you should say that actually, because I was just looking at now there's a bar called Yorkie in the UK. You've probably heard of it, you might have done. And it used to spell, it's obviously 6 letters in Yorkie, and it used to have 6 segments, one for each letter, and it used to actually have the letters on each segment, so YORKIE. But they reduced the bar by 1 segment, so they couldn't do it anymore. So they just had so rather than do like a just missed the E off the end, they just had Yorkie written on each segment. But it's funny, and they also back in the day they used to have a concept of a king size bar in the UK. So they would release a massive bar that was called king size, but they banned that term in the end, or they banned the ability of companies from being able to release king size bars. So what they did is they released duo bars, where it's 2 smaller bars together. So they've done this for Yorkie, release, and it's 2 free segmented bars, but that's basically the size of what the bar used to be. But it actually feels really big, strangely enough, because it's just used to having a smaller size one now. But yeah, it's funny that it actually used to be that big. Yeah, call it Yorkie, yes. I know, yeah, interesting. But yeah, it's the way it just feels like. But yeah, the duo bar is actually the regular size bar in the past. You know what I mean? And it's crackers, really. Crackers, yeah. Alright, so I was going to do a video about that, I was thinking, because I do it really, because it's just so shocking that that's the case. Alright, let's give this an open then. Nicotine. How you pronounce it, let's just see. Give it an open down here. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we are. Okay, so quite straightforward, I think you'd possibly say. Wowza, there's a very strong, that smell again really, just something a bit, it must be the milk they use perhaps, it's just got a bit of a funny smell to it, I'm not sure. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, how about Reese's peanut butter cookies with 3 in a packet now too? Yeah, well, that's crazy, isn't it? That's a third smaller basically. Yeah, it's crackers, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't. The Yorkie argument was, oh, they're making it healthier for people. I mean, obviously they're not. They're saving money. That's what they're doing it for. But if they did charge you a third less or whatever, then but they don't do that, do they? It's yeah. All right, so you can see. Let's give this a measure. Then we'll do the old. Let's give it a go. Yeah, so I think it's the milk basically. It has a bit of a funny smell. 2.3. Just because I'm not used to it, of course. 2.7. I'm sure UK milk. To anyone outside the UK probably smell a bit strange, but there we are. 9.5. That's there. Can do it. There we go. What was all missing? The height. There we are, roughly 2.2. All right, there we go. Okay. Yeah, no, don't. No, there isn't no. No, basically, I don't know actually. I don't know actually off the top of my head. I'm trying to think because there's some products of theirs that do have 2 in, but there's some that have like. They might have had 6 in at some 3 in at some point. But then I'm thinking, do they have 6 and they have 3 by 3 and it's a bigger pack? I'm not too sure, but I do remember them having a row of 3 anyway. So whether it was the same. I'm just not quite sure. It's not a 6-pack, with 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure actually, Rick. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they have changed it. All right, let's give this a go. It looks like the middle layer. It does. I think it's just wafer, but it just looks like it's something else actually. The middle layer. I guess it's just because it's flat, rather than the same sort of type of wafer than the top one. But I was wondering if it's like a milk layer or something. But yeah, see. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I mean. I'm not sure when I'm trying to think of it. I'm not sure if I'm thinking of the regular bar or a like a bigger one or something like that. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't know. Have to check. It's been a while since I've looked at them actually, because I usually see them in like special edition ones now for something, just not the regular peanut butter cups. I'm not too sure. Yeah, we'll have to check that. All right, let's give this a taste. Let's see. Well, oddly soft. Very soft. I guess it crunched a bit, but don't know. Yeah, it's got a very odd. Has it got? It's not one of these with rum in it, is it? It feels like it's got like. I know some of these Romanian products are just flavored with rum, and it does have a strange taste to it. I'm sure it can't be just down to. I don't know. Maybe it's just down. Maybe it's just down to the milk or something. I'm not sure. Or the cream, I don't know. There's an odd taste there. I can definitely get a bit of peanuts there. It's definitely something else. It doesn't really taste peanutty, but I'm not too keen on this one. Nicotine. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it does seem to be something else in there. I don't know, like a bit like an alcoholic taste. I don't know whether I did say the other one had a weird sort of Advocaat type taste to it. I don't know whether they're just sticking a bit of alcohol in each of the chocolates, because some of the other ones do come with rum in, you see. So it's a bit of an odd. So I'm not too sure. So yeah, so I don't know. But funny one. Oh, hello there. Yes, hi. Yes, I do remember. Yes, I do remember you. Yes, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, how are you doing? It's been a while actually. It's been a while. I know you changed your name a few times actually. But yeah, good to see you back. I hope you're doing all right. Yeah. But yes, I do remember. Oh. I was going to say, yeah, it's just a bit of a funny one, this flavour. I don't know, it feels a bit like there's like a weird alcoholic sort of tinge on there. Yeah, I can try. Well, at the moment, I'm not sure there'll be much demand for me. Yeah, it's a bit of a touchy area, I'm afraid. I don't know whether it's be a wise one to go for, really. So there we go. But yeah, interesting. But I'm sure they are quite nice. I have actually. Well, having said that, I have actually tasted some Russian chocolate, and I did do about 3 or 4 years ago. I did do a lot of Russian chocolates actually, because I have a friend who's got Russian relatives. Well, he's Russian actually, got Russian relatives as well. So I did do a few of them actually. Yeah, I did, and they were pretty good. I did actually, was very impressed. But you might have to search back my backlog. I don't know if I don't know how you'd search for it. I'm sure. I don't know whether I've labelled it as Russian chocolate in the title or it's in the tag, so it's a hard one to identify. But I think one was called Step. I think it was called. One was like an Aero equivalent as well, which is actually very nice. And the Step one was good. It had like really nice packaging as well. It did about 3 or 4 bars, maybe even 5. They were not bad at all. Yeah, I actually enjoyed them. Yeah, so this one, anyway, back to this one. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. I must say, this nicotine one. It does taste a bit like it's got some alcohol in it or something, but I don't know if it really has. It tastes a bit sort of avocado, really. Avocado. I don't know. It has a bit of a funny taste. For me, I'm not a big fan of this one. I'm meant to say in the update actually that I think I'm kind of retiring probably the 1.5 rating, because I feel like 1.5 and 2 are kind of, well, I don't know actually, having said that, I feel like this may be a 1.5 other than sexual circumstances. I don't know, yeah, I don't think it's quite horrible, but I don't know. Maybe it was only putting 1.5. It's not, yeah, I think for me, I don't know, I was kind of retiring the 1.5 rating because I was thinking it's just too similar to the 2 and I couldn't quite differentiate between them. And I was thinking, well, actually, this one feels a bit like a 1.5. But I think for me, no, I don't know, yeah. It probably is a 1.5 actually. It's not quite horrendous, but I'm not a big fan of it at all. Yeah, so I was going to kind of retire the the 1.5 rating, but yeah. Oh, hi there, Joe. How's it going? Good to see you, Joe. Good to see you. How's things going for you? Are you doing okay today? Hope you're doing all right. We're doing a Romanian special today. We've done about 3 chocolates so far. Hit and miss, I think, is a fair thing to say about them. We just did a wafer one. It was very don't know. Yeah, it's made me bring back the 1.5 rating out of a very brief retirement. Oh, not too bad, thanks. Not too bad, Joe. Yeah, not too bad at all. How's things going for you? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, right. So we've got what else we got now? So we've got some crispy. What's these down here? Just have a check. Okay, now I don't know if you remember these from the. Let's give these Jelly Mania strange chicken spider. I don't know what these are. These are very crazy. These aren't they? I don't know what these jellies are at all, but they do look interesting. Let's see, what does it say on the back? Gummy jellies with fruit flavour. Wild fruit, grapefruit, peach, cherry, apple. Okay. A 75-gram bag. That'd be quite nice. No, 100 grams, 320 calories. Less than 0.5 grams of fat. Less than 0.1 of which is saturated. So quite interesting. Just a very unusual packaging, I think you'd say. What's the last one? A good old Toroni. I think it was a bit. I don't know. It was a bit of a. I don't know. It wasn't for me. Basically, it wasn't for me. Let's put it that way. It was just had a bit of a funny taste to it, really. And it was a wafer one. It wasn't. Yeah, and it wasn't very crunchy either. Yes. Oh, hi there, Scotty. How are you doing? Yeah, I thought you were going home this weekend or weren't available this weekend. So yeah, we're glad you could make it. Good you could make it. Yeah. See. So what have we got here with this these sweetie sessions? There we go. So let's have a look. What does it say? There we go. These spider-shaped candy jellies with a fruity flavour are the perfect jelly sweets, loved by everyone in Romania, apparently. Everyone in Romania loves them. Yes. beam me up, Scotty, honestly. I've avoided saying that. I've never said that was, but yes, you've done it now, Rick. You've opened the floodgates. Back in Scotland. Now, how's it going, Scotty? Is it nice being back? Are you with your parents, I take it? Hope it's good to see them again. That's a bit of a funny one, these spider things here, but I don't know why there's a chicken or rooster here. It looks like it's eating them, maybe. I guess that's why it's got them in the mouth. I don't know, roosters. Is it a rooster? I don't know what it is, but are they the main? Are they the main predators of spiders? I wouldn't have said so. I don't know. Maybe they are in Romania. I don't know, but certainly not in the UK as far as I know. I don't know what the main predator of spiders would be really, but probably birds actually. I must say, but I don't know. Anyway, all right, fair enough. Okay, let's give them an open then. Let's see. I must say they look quite nice actually, more vivid in hand than they look through the window. It looks very cloudy window there, it looks a bit rubbish. But actually in the pack they look very nice. Yes, I think that's a bit of a mistake, this see-through transparency there. It doesn't look very good. But yeah, they smell quite nice as well actually. Let's see. Let's pour them out. Yeah. Okay, look. There's only 2 colours though. Well, seems to be only 2. I think maybe this is an orange and that's. I feel a bit greasy. Definitely got more yellow than any other colour. Yeah, definitely got more yellow. 3, 6, 7 of those. 5 orange and 3 red. I don't know if you can quite see that. Move them about a bit. There you go, yeah. So three flavours there. Just on the back. So there's more flavours now. Wild fruits, raspberry, peach, cherry, apple. We've only got 3 flavours there, it seems. I can see anyway. Unless there's very subtle differences between them. There might be, I don't know, but I don't think there is. I mean, these two might be different flavours, actually, different colours. I don't know if you can quite see. One of them's, this one is slightly lighter than this one, so I think maybe there's, I'll just show you that again. Very subtle difference there, but I think they might be different flavours, those. That's very subtle. Very subtle. Yeah, very subtle, that. That's the most subtle flavour difference I've ever seen in my life, I think. Yes, okay, so I think we've actually got 4 flavours there. So you can see here, you can actually see on this camera these ones are a bit duller than these ones here. I'm assuming these are the same flavour. I mean, maybe they're not, I don't know. But we've got 4 flavours there. Well, still apparently there's more. So that's a bit unusual. Wild fruit, raspberry, peach, cherry, apple. We're still missing the flavour, so maybe one of these is another flavour. Maybe we're just missing it completely, I'm not sure. Does anyone speak Romanian here? I don't know. I certainly don't. I know it's very similar. It's a Romance language, isn't it? But I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yes, never heard anyone say that to you, but yeah. Oh dear. Yes. Everyone's watching Marvel, not Star Trek anymore. It's probably true that. It's probably true. Although they have done some reboots, haven't they? But there we go. Yeah. The Macintosh brand is long gone in UK. All right. I remember hearing about it, but it's been a few years. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, shame it's... that's a shame. It's a shame. Don't think I've ever seen it. Yeah, I don't know when it was, actually. All right, let's give these a taste. Then we'll give each flavour a taste. So I don't know what flavour this is, but we'll give it a go. It's quite substantial. The design of these is quite good, by the way. It's quite a good spider. It's definitely not a comical spider, though, like the looked on the front of the box. It's more like a real spider. So it's interesting. I don't know. There's a bit of a disconnect, I think, between the packaging and the. I don't really know what flavour that was. It could be peach, I think. It was all right. Let's try this one. See if it is a different flavour. Not too sure. Again, tastes quite similar, so it could have been the same flavour. Don't know. Let's try the red one then. Should taste different. It doesn't seem to. A bit of a slight, maybe a bit cherry-like actually, but very subtle flavour change. Now, what's the weather like in Scotland? Let's see, in Glasgow. I thought you were in Edinburgh, Scotty. Or are you just visiting Glasgow today? Conditions sunny with a temperature of 15 degrees C. The wind is blowing from an east-northeast at 19 miles an hour. Humidity is 50%. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, I don't know what the... I'll try and type it in my keyboards over there, actually. I can't find it. It's quite nice and sunny today here. Obviously, feel free to do my weather Manchester if you wouldn't mind, but I can't get my keyboard at the moment. Oh, I'll just try this other one as well. They're quite chewy. This one's a bit softer, actually. The flavour differences are very subtle. Really subtle. You know, you can barely tell they're any different, really. And so even if they were, you know, you know, even if those other two were different flavours, it's very hard to tell. They all taste so similar. I'm not sure about those. Yeah, I quite like chewy sweets, gummy sweets actually. Outside of the channel, I do regularly have, you know, chewy jelly sweets. I quite like them. Yeah, but it's one of those. But they were a bit, yeah, not too interesting, those ones. Yeah. Family in Edinburgh. Yes, it's pleasant. Not too bad. Yes. There we go. What's Manchester like? 16 degrees C. Partly cloudy with a temperature 16 degrees C. The wind is blowing from east-northeast at 18 miles an hour and the current humidity is 46%. So quite similar actually, as you'd probably imagine. Just a bit warmer here, but again, you'd probably imagine that. Yeah, just 1 degree and 1 mile an hour slower winds. Just a few percent less humidity. Interesting. If you go to madewithnestle.ca, you can still see the toffee. Oh, interesting. That's still, is it? Do you say it's not available there anymore, Rick? Yeah, interesting that. Yes. Ah, here we go, Joe. Well, I think you'll put us to shame, Joe. Here, let's see what's. Brusque, is it? Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 26°C. Goodness me. Yeah, the wind is blowing from the west at 10 miles an hour, 62% humidity. So yeah, so a lower wind, very very warm. That's considered pretty much summer weather in the UK actually. Yeah, that's probably mild weather for you, Joe, probably. All right, yes, I've got so not too keen on the. I mean, these sweets were a bit poor, to be honest with you. I think, yeah, these are. You say 1.5. I think I'm rarely going to give 1.5 to them, which is something that's not horrible, but not very nice. But these ones weren't. You know, these are just quite below average sweets. These ones, they couldn't really determine the flavour. They're a bit too chewy for the most part. Some of them were a bit too hard, but some of them were okay, but not massively hard. But yeah, I only made it a 2 out of 5. Those, it was just a bit disappointing. Those, they weren't great at all. As I say, I quite like my jelly sweets. I'm just had some today actually. There's some really nice ones. I keep meaning to try and review them, but I keep eating them before I can review them. I forgot what they're called now, but they're very nice. Yes. Now available in the UK. Always available here, strange. Yeah, not available in the UK. Yeah, it's probably because it's one of those where, you know, it's quite good branding, isn't it? You know, outside of the UK, maybe just has a bit more of an interest, if you know what I mean. Yeah, interesting. And then there's a chocolate company from Ireland called Butler's, and I think they're quite big in the US, but we don't really see them at all in the UK, so it's very strange. I think you could buy them online, of course, but yeah, interesting that. All right, let's see what this pack of stuff was. All right. Okay, all right. Well, I think let's see what else we got. So, yeah, this one looks interesting. Another one with rum in, so I'm not too sure. Fagaras, how you pronounce that? That's why it makes me think they've all got rum in, basically. But I'm not too sure. So will it focus in on what that says? There we go. Baton with rum. So stick with rum, I guess that says. Okay. Don't like rum so much because it's start of the, you know, name of the country starts with rum. It just took off from there. I don't know, but it's ROM. There we go. So we can't really see what's going on there. Per 100 grams, 440 calories, 18 grams of fat, 10 of which are saturates by the looks of it. Alright. Okay, let's have a look at this one then. So again, a mixed bag. It's just, I think they tend to be quite extreme, some of the things they send, which I guess is good. You don't just want normal stuff, but they do tend to be quite extreme. Just going to dust off this plate a bit. It's got a few crumbs accumulating. There we go. Alright, there we go. Okay. Yeah, Butler stuff is quite good. Yes, they are quite. I remember the bar I had. It was by today's standard, it was a massive bar. I mean, obviously, we were just talking about me and Rick before about the size of bars going smaller. You know, yeah, but it was, you know, yeah, very substantial bar. It was just like a regular sized chocolate bar, but it was like about 500 calories or something when I went to the States. You know, yeah. Did I buy it at the States? I think I did. Yes, or someone sent it me, one or the other. All right, let's have a see then. So, what's the description in this one? For this one. In the pack, let's have a see. Can I even find it? There we go. Okay, there we are. Yeah, didn't look quite the same. Not quite the same wrapper. This delicious and popular candy bar is named after Romania's beautiful mountain range. It has the subtle taste of rum and raisins. All right, so not my flavour, but we'll see. We've got to there. Let's give it an open. A bit of flourish action going on. All right, let's have a look. Yes, it does seem to be a rum and raisin bar. Quite a potent smell again. Yeah, it's a very, you know, you can't smell it that far away, but it does smell a bit rummy when you get close. Or alcohol anyway, so let's give it a bit of a measure. So rum and raisins, I'm not sure, not really for me. 7.4, but we'll see. And height 1.3, 1.35 almost. And the width, better than what I was doing. 2.3. Yeah, not quite as wide at the top, but harder to measure. 2.2 almost in places. All right, so we'll see. I'm not too sure. Let's have a bit of a snappage. I guess it looks very nice though. It's got like a sort of nice cocoa-y filling there. I think it looks quite interesting. Okay, yeah. That's not too bad. It looks okay. On the top as well. Top camera will be a bit better. There we are. So there's a bit of raisin. You see a raisin at the top, or what I believe to be a raisin anyway. So it looks interesting. All right, let's give it a bit of a go. Just okay. Give it a taste. So, I don't know. Rum, not too sure. Not my thing. Mum used to love rum a lot, but all right, let's give it a taste. Quite chewy, but definitely got a tint of alcohol in there. Raisin actually not too bad. Gives you a bit of a fruity, fruity tang there. Not much of a chocolate taste from the actual rest of it, but you do get that sort of rum taste permeating through it, if you know what I mean. Not sure it's really for me. Let's say that rum sort of isn't quite my cup of tea. I think other than that though as well, I would say I'm not really bored of it. It feels more like it's a vessel to have rum in, and maybe the raisins again. That sort of combination, which I guess is the point. But you don't really get, I don't really get much of the chocolate. I think, because rum and raisins isn't my thing. Perhaps that's just the way of it, the nature of the beast with rum and raisin flavoured stuff. But for me, I don't know. I feel like I'd like to taste the chocolate or something else as well as it. But obviously, maybe I'm missing the point because it's about the rum and raisins. I'm not sure. Yeah, not really for me, this one. I think obviously if you like rum and raisins, I think you probably say it's a 3.5. I think. I don't think there's anything too special about it. There's no real chocolate flavour. There's a bit of a chew, not quite a chew, but it's a bit it's more than just a sort of praline truffly centre, but it's not quite solid chocolate, if you know what I mean. So it's a bit of an interesting one, but yeah, I think for me, if you're into rum and raisins, I think this is probably a standard affair. I think it's like a 1.5, 3.5 or 4. Well, a 3.5 actually, I would say. I don't think there's much going on here. I don't think you don't taste much chocolate or anything else. It's just, the raisins give a bit of a nice tang to it, but I don't know. I think you soon get that sort of rum flavour just permeating through it all. So I think for me, unfortunately, it's a 1.5 out of 5. But I think if you like rum and raisin, I think you'd say it's a 3.5. I don't think there's anything great there other than that. If you really like something, it's going to be really high for you, of course. But I think objectively, I could see it being just a bit of a standard affair because there's not much going on other than rum flavour, really. A bit of raisin action as well. But it's not too exciting, that one. Yeah, not too exciting. All right, I'll tell you what. Then we'll do the old do the old egg. I can't get to the keyboard, unfortunately, to do the drum roll. If anyone can, feel free, but if not, it doesn't matter. So see if you want. It's the last one. It's the last egg I've got. So obviously they are still available in the shops, but obviously Easter's come and gone now. So this is the last one. So can we win? Can we win on the last one? Yeah, drum roll, please. Yes. Oh, unfortunately, I can't get to my keyboard today. I'm sorry about this, Scotty. Well, I'll try. I'll see if I can do it. I might be able to. In fact, I can do it probably. Maybe do it via the keyboard. I got the eggs going on, thank you, yes. So I can't, I just don't think I can, it depends if I can find the drum. I don't know if I can find it. There should be a frequently used one, shouldn't there? But for some reason there isn't. Let's see, maybe I can just reach the, let's see. Oh, I think I managed to just get it, can I? Yeah, there we go, I think I've got it. Okay, let's see. There we go. There we are. I think I got it. Yes. Just about. All right, let's see how we do. Yeah, do you have the drum symbol? It's a bit of a strange one, that, Scotty. Yeah, I don't know where. Well, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. Managed to get there. All right, let's see. The last time. Will it be, will we hit the jackpot this time? There's always a chance. All right, I can't even open this one. Looks like it's been stuck together. Alright, so first of all, I don't know, if the partition's down this divide, which it has been in the adverts, then we've not won. But we'll see, you never know. I would have done it at the seam if it was me doing Cadbury stuff. Oh dear, nope. We haven't won. Oh. Well, I guess better luck next year, I guess. No. Not won. Oh well, never mind. Oh, what a shame. It's a shame that I wasn't confident really, but I was hoping, hoping we could do it live and it'd be quite good fun now, but never mind. Alright, yes. Alright, so we've got another one of these, maybe a couple more to do, really. Not too many this month. Yeah. Now I love the look of this one. I really love the look. I love the packaging on this one. I think the packaging alone on this one is a good 5 out of 5 for a Romanian product. I'm really happy with this. It just looks really nice. It's the same thing again. It's sort of a sponge with rum cream, I think, basically. So it might not be for me again, but as I say, I think it looks great. I think it looks really, really good. The colours are opposite way around. I've not got it wrong in that one. You can see there. I don't know why it's the wrong way around. Yeah, I don't know if there's a reason why it's not the right way around. I assume it's I don't know. I assume it's not a war bar. But interesting, yeah. But anyway, for whatever reason, and it says authentic or authentic. I assume that's authentic. There we go. But yeah, as you've seen, it's the colours are the other way around there. Actually, I don't know why that is. You'd think, I don't know. It must be well, it has to be on purpose, doesn't it? But it does seem a bit strange. There we go. So there we are. So the Rom Authentic Chocolate Bar. There we go. Wrapped in the national flag. Except the wrong way around. This rum-scented snack bar is known as Romania's national chocolate bar. Okay, there we go. All right, national chocolate bar apparently. Oh, Scotty's had it. You've had it a few times, have you, Scott? I've never even seen it before. Yeah, it looks really good. As I say, I think looks alone, it's a 5 out of 5. Looks a really good bar. I really like the look of it. Really do. Is there any information on it? Let's have a look. It's easier to see up here actually. Okay, dark bar filled with rum filling, 42%. Ingredients: vegetable fats, palm oil. It's got, see there, palm oil. Anything else of interest? Some more palm oil. Partly hydrogenated part. It always says no hydrogenated fats in the UK, doesn't it? But this one's got partly hydrogenated. So I don't know what that actually means. She was a bad thing. Okay, at the bottom we've got some percentages. I think it says 1.1%. Anything else in there? Flavourings. Cocoa content, minimum 20%, I think. Alcohol content, max 1.9%. Okay. Alright. They contain traces of peanuts, nuts, gluten, eggs, coconut. Alright. Now on the biscuit version, you say. Now see, what was the biscuit version like? And what do you think of this? Did you like this product, Scotty? What did you reckon? Let's give it an open. So I think I really like the look of it, if nothing else. The wrapper's really good. It looks very good as well. It reminds me of a bit of a breakaway. Actually, it looks a bit like, from the wrapper at least. From the chocolate. I don't think it will taste like one, but yeah, looks really good, doesn't it? Look at that. So let's see. A bit melty. Okay. Bucharest on it as well. Capital of Romania, Bucharesti. Yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah, very good. Very national product there. I think it's really good. I think looks alone presentation, even though it's quite simple to look at outside the wrapper, I still think it's really good. Yeah, okay, very good. Right, let's give a bit of a measure then. This reminds me of a breakaway. 7.5 in length. Bottom at the top. 7.3. Width at the bottom. 3 centimeters. Width at the top. 2.9. Height, not very accurate those unfortunately, but there we go. 3.1. Oh no, sorry, 1.1. Melting in my hands here, so I'm trying to be quick. You see meltage going on. Okay, just wipe my hands a bit. Alright, interesting one. Okay. I'll give it a bit of a bite, I think rather than cut it in half, because I think it's just a bit, we can have a look at it that way, I think. So, yeah. Okay, let's give it a bit of a go. Wow. Interesting. Very chocolate flavour on the outside, chocolate layer, but on the inside, nice cocoa cream actually. There's a bit of rum flavour to it, but the cream's a bit more interesting. Yes, boozy bar's not your favourite, and they're not mine either, Scotty. Unfortunately, they're not mine either. So yeah, what's that? This one, a bit more interesting one. It's got a bit more of the centre obviously has a bit of a rum flavouring to it, but it has a bit more of a cocoa creamy centre as well. It's actually a bit actually a bit more about it. You can see the sort of cream layer there. Well, I don't just show on this camera actually. It's actually pretty creamy that. can see there, like a sort of rum caramel almost, rum chocolate caramel. Not too bad. I think the rum flavour for me, like Scotty says, it doesn't work for me really. But there's definitely more to this one than the other one. It's more of a chocolate product. It's more interesting than the other one where it was just like a sort of, I don't know, not the rum and raisin one where it was kind of just, didn't really taste of anything other than just rum and raisin. The actual chocolate part was kind of just almost like only existed just to convey the taste of rum and raisin, if you know what I mean, which I guess is fine if you want that. But I don't know, I felt like having all that chocolate there and whatever, it should have tasted a bit more interesting than that. This one though, it's a bit better, this one. Yeah, interesting. Let's say quite. I feel like I will cut it in half actually. If it's just how it cuts, so you can see there. Just want it up again. So nice chocolate there, quite dark chocolate, which isn't too bad. Let's say that sort of creamy chocolate caramel scent. It almost comes across as chocolate caramel. It's probably more of a cream really, but it feels like a chocolate caramel. It tastes like one. This one's a lot better. It's not for me. It's like Scotty said. I'm not really into sort of like he's not into alcohol chocks and things. It's not really for me either. But I can appreciate this one a lot more. It's, as I say, I think if you're really into sort of like your rum flavors and things, I think this one probably would be a good 4.5. I think. But for me, yeah. I don't know, it's one of those where this one I might. I'm going to rate it based. For me, it's probably a 1.5, 2 out of 5. It's just not really something I'm that a bigger fan of, but I can appreciate it for what it is. The dark chocolate's pretty nice. It's nice. It's not too rich, but it's like a sort of quite a low cocoa side percentage dark chocolate. I think it did say what it was on here, didn't it? I think at the bottom, somewhere. I think it said min 20%, so I'm not sure. That is quite low, but if it's dark chocolate, I'm not sure. It does say it's a dark bar, though, I think, didn't it? Let's just go back again to look at the description at the top. Dark bar filled with rum filling. So I don't really know what that means. I don't know if it's if there's actually dark chocolate in there. I'm not sure. It just says dark bar, so maybe it's not really a dark chocolate, but it comes across darkish. It's not too much. It's not very rich or anything, but it comes across that way. It's not too bad. I think for me, I can appreciate this one. For me, as I say, it's probably 1.5 because I'm just not really into the rum side of it. But I think I can. But I think this one I can give it a better mark than that because I think it's obvious that it's got some good stuff going on about it. It's not too, as I say, that sort of like caramel chocolate filling that's kind of like rum flavoured. It tastes pretty good actually. And I say the chocolate's not too bad at all. So I think for me it's a good. It's a 3.5 and a 4. I think I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. I think that one. I think that's what it would be if I like rum. I think it's just I think the caramel, chocolate caramel, whatever it is, chocolate cream in the centres. It's not too bad. It's not amazing or anything like that, but I can definitely appreciate it. It's definitely something more than the rest of them. The other bar had, which was just a bit of nothing really. So yeah, I appreciated that one. Not too bad at all. Just move stuff out of the way. Yes, there we go. So not too. Only a couple more things to go now, really. Only a couple more things. Let's have a see. So one of which is crisp, which I'll leave until the end because obviously quite a strong flavour. Now the next one looks to be a kind of Kendall mint cake, I think. By the looks of it. Let me just some of this chocolate all over the place. Okay. Got chocolate everywhere, really. Let's see. Okay. The only problem with reviewing stuff, you got to unless I have a clean plate for every chocolate bar, which maybe when I win the lottery or 1 million subscribers. But I have to use the same one or keep it clean. But yeah, so yeah, this one it looks to be like a kind of Kendall mint cake type affair. I think. Let's have a look. Glucose, basically, a source of energy. I presume that says. Yes, let's have a look at what the actual description says. I think the actual appearance is different in this one, but it's like glucose tablet. A popular alternative to unhealthy sweets and chocolate, Romanians love this energizing glucose tablet made from potato starch. I seem to remember looking at it, it wasn't made from potato starch when I looked on the back. Let's see, is there any description on there? Looks like it's right around. Let's have a look. I don't know if I think they had a different product. Or a different wrapper or a different version of this product, I think. I can't see. Oh, there, GB. There we go. Glucose tablets, ingredients, glucose syrup, cornstarch. It says there, so not potato starch. There we go, and water, I think. So yeah, so this one is saying it's from what was it? Made from potato starch. It's cornstarch. So unless that's just, well, I don't know unless cornstarch is potato starch. Now I don't know what my starch is, but I assume not. Anyway, all right. So there we go. So I don't know if there's any nutritional information here, but I imagine it's quite high in calories. It's just sugar, basically, isn't it? Let's see. Yes, I can't see any obvious calorie information. Probably something in here, isn't there, at the bottom there? 5 per 100 grams, 340 calories. There we go. It's not too bad per 100 grams. I can't quite see the fats, but we won't go. 0.07 grams of saturated fat, 0.15 of which 0.15 grams of fat, 0.07 of which is saturated. So there we go. All right, let's give this an open then. Let's give it a go. Let's see. I'll just move my. It's an interesting one. Not sure what to expect of this one. Glucose tablet. I never. I assume it's just sugar. So let's see. Oh, so it definitely looks. Wow, look at that. It's really weird. It's got a little plastic tray as well. There we go. Okay, I was wondering what the decoration was then. This is, it's the, it's the like recycle symbols. I was like, what's going on there? See there a bit better. There you go. So I was thinking they were like weird patterns every now and again, but it's just to do with the plastic. All right. So yeah, very strange on top. You look at it the other way around. It's very weird. So let's see it there. And yeah, there's a bit of a funny smell to it. What else does it smell like? I'm not sure. There we go. Alright, yeah. I feel like I smelt it somewhere before. It looks a bit like a bar of soap. I mean, it's got like pumice or something. It's got like little air pockets in and things. A bit of a strange one, this one, has to be said. It snaps in half when I take it out. Let's have a look. Can't get it out. There we go. Alright. I think it comes in two halves. Oh no, it's just broke. So it does look a bit like a chocolate bar. They did say it was their equivalent to chocolate. That's a bit weird the way it's just got ingrained in the design, the recycle symbol and stuff. You can see. Don't know. I think that's a bit odd. You can see there, it's got like the letter 4, so it's just all recycle information from the. Yeah, very strange. But it's a 4x6 bar. Yeah, it's a bit of a no nonsense one, I think you'd say. Yeah. All right. Let's give it a bit of a measure then, shall we? Best we can. So we'll see. Can't quite see all of the bar here, but you just have to take my word for it, I guess. So look. Okay, about 13.7 in width, in length rather. Width there, about 6.55, and height. About a centimetre in height. And in between the gaps, 6.6. All right, millimeters. Okay, let's give this a taste then. Not too sure what to make of this at all, but we'll give it a go. All right, so got a segment here. Not very. No, I'm not overly infused by this one. It looks very, as I say, very. You know, just basically just about. You know, there's no beautifying it at all, is there? So anyway, let's give it a go. Oof. Oh, crikey. I should have perhaps not put the whole thing in my mouth. Oof. Yeah, this is not for me. This this is really not for me. It's like sort of going into sort of like a weird sort of buttery consistency in the mouth as well. Yeah. I don't know. Not for me, this one. Not for me. I think it's fair to say. I don't really know. Yeah. Oof, goodness me. That's not very pleasant, that. It's I mean, it's not horrendous, but it's certainly not far from it. It's it's just sort of gone into like a sort of weird buttery consistency. It tastes quite bitter. It doesn't taste sugary or anything like that. You know, it's a glucose bar. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it's quite thick and stodgy. It's still there. I haven't swallowed anything yet. It's just congealing into weird buttery mass. Yeah, I think it's dissolving in my saliva a bit, so it's kind of disappearing that way. But I think I've kept it from the worst, the most of my taste buds. I think so. Thankfully, it's not been as awful an experience. It could have been online showing you live, but yeah, that's not for me. That one not very pleasant, not at all. Not very pleasant. I've got a drink to hand here. I might just try and wash it away. Yeah, but unfortunately, like I say, it's kind of because it kind of liquefies. It's kind of made it worse and moved from where it's lodged in my teeth. Yeah, not nice. I'm trying to slowly get rid of it rather than experience the flavour all at once and then overwhelm me. Yeah, so well, it's kind of stuck in my teeth here. And the only way to dislodge it is with my tongue, but of course all your taste buds are on your tongue. So it's not that's not pleasant. All right, yeah. For this one, as you can imagine, I mean, it's definitely I'm not sugarcoating it, and I wish I could sugarcoat it, literally. It's a 1 out of 5. It's not very. That's a very what's the word? Workman-like bar. It's as if it's a bar really for. That's not well. I don't know. It seems to imply that the Romanians enjoy it. I mean, you know, a popular alternative to unhealthy sweets and chocolate. Romanians love this energising glucose tablet made from potato starch. For me, it seems a bit like it's something that's, I don't know, like a sports person would have. It's very much, it's not really a bar to be enjoyed, as a treat. Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously things might be different in Romania, but for me, I can imagine this being eaten by sports people as a way of getting energy, perhaps. And it's really not very pleasant, So, but maybe not. I don't know. But no, not for me. Oh, hi there, Joe. How are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I've just had a very horrible experience. Just this weird glucose energy bar. It's still kind of stodged in my mouth, and I can't get rid of it because the only way to remove it is use my tongue, which is where all my taste buds are, and it tastes absolutely horrible. It's really concentrated. Not very pleasant. And of course, if I've got a drink time, which is probably the best medium of getting rid of it, but then it does actually dissolve in the drink and then affect me then. So, yeah, not very pleasant. I don't give things 0 stars. I'm just trying to. Yeah, but obviously, if I did, I think that would be definitely one of them. There's not many things I've actively disliked. I think this was the one, and the Vegemite dairy milk from Australia. I think these are the 2 things now. I don't think there's anything else in particular. There might be one other thing I've given a 1, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't think there is. These are the only 2 things, I think. Yeah, not very pleasant. I need a nice cherry blossom. I need anything. Yeah, anything. Well, this is it. Wouldn't it be? I was saying that, Joe. I don't think. I mean, they've spun it here. I reckon it's just a case of them just grabbing random stuff. But yeah, exactly. I was saying I think it's more for tennis players. It's more of a uniform bar. A popular alternative to unhealthy sweets and chocolate. Romanians love this energising glucose tablet made from potato starch. As you say, I think it's for athletes. I don't think it's for people at all. One of those. Oh, hi there, Corey. It's been a while. How are you doing? Good to see you back. Yeah, it's been a long time. How's things going for you? Hope you're doing okay. It's been a long time. Yeah, but as I say, yeah, I think it's for athletes as well, Joe. I said that. It's more of a work, I can't think of the word. It's a bar that has a purpose rather than to be enjoyed recreationally. I don't recommend it. Horrendous. Maybe I can now go, I don't know, run a mile or something, but it's still lingering in my mouth. Horrendous. I should have had just half a bite. I had a whole block of it for some reason. Why I did that, no idea. Horrendous. Horrendous that. Right, anyway, so moving swiftly on. So the last product for today. Yeah, so we got the right, so hopefully yes. Ah, see, good to see you, Rob. Yeah. Good to watch while you eat fish pie. Oh, very nice, not too bad. I hope you're enjoying it. Good to see you, by the way, Corey. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's a nice. I think you're in. You're in the UK, aren't you, Corey? I'm sure you said you were in Derbyshire. I think you said. I can't remember now. But either way, hope you're having a lovely time. Here's the last one for today. Look at this. Now, hopefully this hopefully will be a good way to end it. Pizza style. There we go. Okay. So it's pizza flavoured or pizza style crisp at least. So hopefully we'll finish on a high note. Let's have a see. Viva Chips pizza style. Viva Chips is one of Romania's top snack brands. Well, I doubt everything they say now. I mean, they've just... after saying... Well, I can't... Well, anyway. After that glucose tablet. Took into delicious pizza flavoured potato chips. Unless they've given us the wrong one, because it says from potato starch, and one was from corn starch. I don't know if they've... different wrapper, but yeah. Yes, you know the tasty guess. Yes, selling this kind of product at a sports nutrition store. Right, okay. Yeah. Not very pleasant. Yeah, not very pleasant. Yes, you're in Sheffield, Yorkshire. Yeah, I'm for you. Yes, I remembered right. Yes. The other side of the moors from you. Yeah. Oh, well, good to see you back, Corey. Yes, how's the weather? It's quite nice where we are here. Hopefully it's nice where you are as well. Yeah. Very sweet, very sweet. Yeah, it was. Well, it was weird actually. It's got glucose in it, but it didn't taste that sweet. It just tasted very well. I don't know, because I kind of maybe did, but I just shifted it to one side of my mouth. I didn't experience it all at once, but it didn't seem to taste. It just seemed to taste horrible, actually, Joe. I don't know. Oh dear. Ooh, yeah, not pleasant. All right, Viva Chips then. Okay, let's see if we got any UK description. English. Viva Chips. There we go. Expanded product with pizza flavour. There, product with pizza flavour. What did I say? Pizza flavour. I think I said something like that. There we go. So you got got cornstarch in this one, but hopefully in a nicer way than the last one. Anything else of interest in here? Paprika powder 0.3%, tomato powder 0.4%, monosodium glutamate, MSG. So per 100 grams, 543 calories, 31 grams of fat, 15 of which are saturates, I think that says, Yeah, so quite high in fat. Produced in the European Union, there we go. Europeanfood.romania.ro. Okay. Oh, interesting, that European, I've not heard that before. Alright. Produced in the EU, there we go. European food. There we go. Alright, interesting. Alright, 50 gram bag. Let's give this a bit of an open. I don't know if I need to move down for this one, it's quite big, so it's a nice substantial bag, but it feels like it's half empty. Let's give it an open. So, can we finish on a high note? Okay, there we go. Right. Smells quite nice actually. Nice smell coming from. You can see it's got a lattice effect. It doesn't quite look like it does on the front. Yeah, let's just take one out. You can see that it doesn't look bad or anything, but it definitely doesn't look like... That's not how it looks on the front, does it? It looks like it's a very flat thing on the front. It does have the lattice effect, but it looks like it's tomato or like red pieces representing tomato rather than holes. But maybe it's just a trick really, but yeah, don't know. Alright, interesting. Not what I was expecting. Does smell quite nice though. Doesn't smell pizza or anything. It smells just more like the product, if you know what I mean. Just that you sort of smelt it before, that corn crisp type smell. Up close there is a bit of a paprika-y smell to them. Yeah, they seem okay. I don't think there's much point, but we'll give them we'll give them a measure. Why not? Yes, why not? Tip to toe, so to speak. Let's have a see. 4.7, and the height 1.55. And anything else? Well, I don't know, the width. Do the width of the edges there, like that, roughly. About 4 centimeters. There we go. Yes, yes. Are these products really famous in their native countries? Well, Joe, that's the question. That's the question, Joe. Apparently they are. My theory is, now there might be some, you know, they might basically talk to someone who's Romanian and ask them what's a typical thing, maybe. But my opinion is they just go to they have a nice little holiday. This because it's made sense to me by Snack Surprise. This, not affiliated or sponsored by them. But my opinion is they go on holiday to Romania for the weekend. Go in a supermarket, grab a load of stuff, or I don't know. Well, they can't really do that, can they? Because they've obviously got so many people to buy for. But I don't know. But maybe I don't know. It kind of feels like they've done that anyway. Just gone into a supermarket and grabbed a few things basically, and they thought, oh. But they can't really have done that because presumably they've got quite a lot of subscribers. I don't know how many they've got, but they must have more than just going to a supermarket and grabbing the stuff can accommodate. But it feels like they just do that. So I don't know if that's how they kind of do it in another way, and then just manage to get them all on bulk or something. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't feel like the sort of Romania's best sweets and things. I really don't. Stranger. Just noticed there's a strange face down there at the bottom. I don't know what that's about. I don't know how that's relating to anything, but there we go. It is there at the bottom of the book. It was meant to be that rooster guy up there. I don't know, on the sweets. Yeah, I don't think it is. So yes, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not convinced, Joe, really. But they might be. I don't know. They might be. But it's just one of them was like a kid's drink, like this one here. Just seemed totally sort of out of place. It's just a kid's drink. So I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, let's give this a go. Let's give it a taste. Bit of a spice to it actually, but yeah, funny shape. You're right, Jeff. Funny shape. Yeah, interesting shape. Interesting taste as well. It tastes a bit like sort of corn crisp taste. A little bit of a spice to it. There is a bit of a kick when you first taste it. Some of them are just broken things, Not too bad, not too bad. I don't think they're any really like pizza at all. I think the style is just a shape. To be honest with you, I think all it is the shape, really. Although having said that, there is a bit of there's a semi-pizza-y taste there. You kind of get a bit of an olivey, tomato-y type taste, maybe, or at least a peppery taste. It's not too bad. Just reminiscent slightly of pizza. It tastes a bit more like, like a tomato-y breadstick in crisp form almost. Really, there's a slight pizza-iness to it, but only in the way that sort of something that's slightly flavoured with similar things that can be found on a pizza would be, Not too bad though, actually. I like the consistency. I think it's a nice crispy flavour. A bit of spicy to it as well. So that sort of corn crisp. The corn crisps anyway. I think that's what it says expanded products. I think that's just a bit of a strange translation there. I think like corn crisps, and they're not too bad. They're okay. They're all not too bad. They're not like going to blow your socks off, but they're not too bad. Yeah, maybe the top 5 remains probably the same than in any other country. Products from the same old powerful companies. Yeah, possibly. They're probably just they probably are. It's probably something because they probably have a lot of Nestle and stuff like that. Like you're saying there, they just have Nestle and other Milka and stuff like that. So I think you're probably right. So they've had to obviously just look a bit left of field to get something that's specifically Romanian. So fair enough. I think you're right there. Joe. Yeah, it's a good point that actually. So I think generally they've it's not necessarily the main things in Romania, just something a bit typical. But I think I think definitely in this case there's some things here that just aren't sweets or shouldn't really be in here or aren't really that special. I mean that glucose tablet was a nonsense. Well, although having said that, it does seem to say that it does imply that a lot of people have them in Romania. But I don't know, so maybe maybe. Well, this drink though for sure it's just a kid's drink. I mean, unless it's like a popular one that all kids have or something. But I don't know. Maybe, because I guess in the UK you might say, you have Ribena or something, so it's possible. Yeah, but milk is big in Europe. Yeah, exactly. Yes, is it? So I remember there was a Romanian one, I think, Scott. It was, or a Bulgarian one, maybe. I think it was. Was the ice cream man you can hear probably. Maybe. Yeah. but which I think shared Romanian language on the back as well. So it was like presumably sold in that country. Interesting one, this one. I don't mind these, actually. I think they're okay. I think the pizza style is more about the shape than the flavour, maybe, but they do have a vague sort of pizza taste. But if you go to like an Italian restaurant or something, you have like, I don't know, breadsticks with a sort of tomato seasoning on them or something. Not too bad. That kid's drink is called Kubos in Tesco, Polish label. Oh, right, okay, so it's got the same one, has it? Right, so that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. I think that one's a bit of a far-fetched one, that drink. I think that's that drink and that glucose tablet, probably, maybe even these sweets as well. I feel like, I feel like they're really sort of, I don't know, I don't really feel like they're really anything special at all, you know what I mean? But I don't know. It's always fun listening to music, yes. There's another one going around as well. I think it's two of them now. Yeah, it's both rivals going at different times. So you get one, ice cream all the time, basically. Yeah. Yeah, the song is "If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise." It's a strange nursery rhyme to have, really. I don't know. Yeah, strange one, really. I think about being kidnapped or something. I'm not sure. They're a funny ones to have, really. But I guess a lot of nursery rhymes are a bit like that, really. Ring a Ring a Roses is about the Black Death, I think. So interesting. Yeah. Alright, but yeah, this one, that's what the other's got. The Match of the Day theme tune, which you won't be familiar with, Joe, but it's basically a football highlight show that's, that has a theme tune. The song's taken from somewhere else, probably, but it's like a 50-year-old programme. Maybe longer, so they have a theme tune, basically. That's what it's known for now. So yeah, so interesting one. Yeah, I think these are okay. I mean, I think the consistency is nice. I think they've got a nice flavour. I don't think it's massively fabulous flavour, but it's, I think the crisp consistency is good. The flavour's one of those subtle ones, as I say. Overall, I think it's quite nice. It's a typical, subtle flavour you might get in some generic crisp flavours, you know what I mean, like a lightly flavoured crisp. But it does come across as slightly pizza flavoured. It's nice. It's just more of a subtle flavour. It's a nice crisp that you'd have, with a bit of a spread. Basically, we've got a few other things going on, and you could eat it. I don't think you'd love it massively on its own, but it's still pretty nice. I think it's pretty nice. It's between 3 and a 3.5. I think I might give it a slight. I don't know. I think ready salt is probably a 3. So I think in this one it's 2 rather. So I think this is a 3 out of 5. I think. Yeah. Is cornstarch the base ingredient? Yes. I think so. Yes. Yeah, cornstarch. You can see there in the top corner there. So it's a corn type crisp. So it's not too bad. There we go. There's gluten, soy, celery, mustard, milk, and derivatives. There we go. Not too bad. So there we go, guys. Not too bad. So yes, I would just say I've got the blueberry jammy Dodgers coming out tomorrow, which is the first video I've done where I've edited it quite heavily and done a few different changes. So let me know what you think to that one. If you like the new style, it's not massively new, but it's newer, a bit more, I don't know, modern. I guess you'd say. See what you think anyway. So you might enjoy it. So I watched it back. I didn't mind it. And there's still some changes to probably do going forward. It's more apparent that I repeat myself on some points because I've cut it down a bit and things. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what it's like. Let me know what you think anyway. It might be a bit more watchable, hopefully. But we'll see. Hopefully it's a positive step. But it did take a long time to do, so I'll have to try and work out how to efficiently do it. But yeah, well, let me know. I'll say that'll be the Blueberry Jammy Dodgers that's coming to my schedule to be about 3:30, I think it should be published. So yeah. In the afternoon, UK time. Well, there we go, guys. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed all that. A mixed bag for sure. I guess that's the point. Some of which I'm a bit dubious about, but some of them are not too bad. I mean, I say dubious about with the authenticity of them, and one literally said authentic bar on it, which I think was authentic. But the other ones, I don't know. That kids drink, I don't, and there's gummy sweets and that glucose thing. Well, the glucose thing might be popular in I don't know. In Romania, but I'm not sure it should be in this box really. Even then, I mean, even if they eat it as a snack, I'm not sure. 'Cause it's like putting a tub of Marmite in or something. In the UK one for Romanians, I don't know if you'd really do that. It's a horrible sort of weird vegetable spread thing. I mean, some people do like it, of course, but you know what I mean. I'm not sure you'd include it in a. Well, maybe you would. I don't know. Maybe you would. I don't know. But it seemed a bit strange to me. Either way. But there we go. Interesting. But it's a talking point, I guess. But I certainly won't be going anywhere near it ever again. Oh dear, yeah, very strange one to include that. I think though, I still think it's a bit strange, but there we go. They did. There we are. So maybe Juby's brought snack surprise. I'm not sure. It's interesting. It's like we were saying before. You know, they've got to not just put Milka bars in and stuff like that. So they've got to get something a bit different. But I don't know. Seems a bit odd to me. There we go. All right, guys. So we enjoyed that review. Very interesting one. Good to chat to you all again. Good to see you, Scotty. Good to see you, Joe. Yeah, good to see you, Corey, as well. Oh, yes, and I didn't want to turn up before earlier on. I think probably gone to bed now, Rick. I think he was there earlier. So, yeah, great to see you as well, Rick. I hope you're all doing okay. A bit of a 6-second delay between me receiving what you're saying back to you, I think, because the internet. So if I've gone before I read your message, I do apologise, but yes, I probably will still have seen it, but we'll just click the button. So, yes, apologies for that. But yeah, have a lovely day, everyone. Great to see you, Joe. Great to see you, Scotty. Have a great time with your family, Scotty. And have a great evening and weekend as well, Joe. And everyone else, of course, as well. No, thank you, Joe. Great to see you again. Yeah, have a good day, Rick, as well, if you're still down. Corey, too. Oh, yes. Yes. And the Russian soldier guy as well. He turned up for a bit, didn't he? So, yes. All right, take care, guys. Have a good evening. See you soon. Bye for now. See ya.